Hey everyone, it's James, and today I'm back. This will be another Dapper Dragon Soaps aftershave. This test will be testing the menthol version, and again, the same testing form, which is not guaranteed to be the final consistency of the product. Gelatinous blob. Not sure how much menthol is in this, but I can tell it's in there. So we'll see at the end of the shave when I come back to it. I think, whoop, just slipped right out. Be right back. All right. Sorry about that. One thing that I did notice for both of these bins when they arrived, or both these mini tubs, are that they were packaged with tape, but the contents seemed to seep into the tape, and so when I pulled the tape off, this whole rounded edge here where the tape was slippery, and I didn't wash it off. I just tried to wipe it off with the cloth, but anyway, it's still very slippery when I'm not careful on how I'm putting pressure when I'm grabbing it. Anyhow, let's see, backtrack. Okay, so I'm not sure if menthol added to this is the only difference or not between this and the non-mentholated, because they're the same signature scent. So this is Dapper Dragon signature with menthol added. Okay. And I'll be using Wyrm. Wyrm is, I believe, a peppermint base, not menthol, but just peppermint. Could be wrong. There might be menthol in it. But this is one of the early batches. So this came out of like one of the first batches of Wyrm. So this is a vegan formulation. For the whiskers after the shave, again, Colorado-based company, the Mod Cabin, and I'll be using the Miner's Mint. I think it'll complement everything. So this is the Miner's Mint grooming oil for my whiskers. Or the Mod Cabin. Miner's Mint is the scent profile. And for the shave, I'll be using my gem bullet tip. And I'm not sure if this is the store-bought gem blades that come in the cartridge holder dispenser, I should say, blade dispenser, or if it's one of my PTFEs. I kind of lost track when I was switching applications and stuff. But anyway, and that's just so I know kind of when to expect, okay, it's going to almost time to bend the blade. So I like to keep track of it like that. And on these, it goes a little bit longer. Anywho, just a beautiful user condition bullet tip. Love it, love it, love it. All right. The brush. For the brush, it'll be the WSP in High Mountain White. So WSP, which is wet shaving products. And it's got a faux ivory handle. See how it pops out there? The striping. It's really nice. Alright, soap's blooming. And so all I'm going to do right now is, yeah, you can really get started. Here we go. So, my LadySea Creations bug, and pour the water out. Squeeze out the brush take the bloom water, pour that in there, and just leave just a smidgen here on top. And here we go. So this should go pretty well. Getting that nice creamy proto lather. I'm going to mix it up a little bit here because I like my tips to be just a little bit wetter as I'm loading. Just beautiful. So the original soaps were pucks, and so all I did was just buy them and press them down into these containers that I got from like a dollar store or something like that. All right, so I'm going to wet my face and then put this nice creamy proto lather on. Be right back. All right, scoop that up, put it on there, scoop that, put that there, down here, and take some of this off the surface. There we go. All right, so here we go. Set this down. Just a nice, clean peppermint smell. Very clean, kind of like those dinner mint type peppermints that you can get. The ones that are really soft and creamy. The creamy, almost kind of like feel like they're powdery. Kind of, some of them are roundish. Some of them are more like little squares. Generally, they're all white. All right. There we go. Bring some moisture in there, but man, that blooms. Not a super amount of backbone in the brush, but it's still a very soft, just a joy to use. And maybe I won't. This is looking really nice. Wow. That just looks super creamy goodness. And this should be alright since I'm not using a straight. Otherwise I would put a little bit more water in it. So, pour that out. Rest the brush in the bug. Alright. To me, these old style single edge safety razors are just very efficient. They're almost kind of like a cult following inside of shaving forums and other places that discuss shaving. I just like variety in my shaves. Straight razors, Western style, non-folding style, safety razors, adjustables, non-adjustables, open comb, closed comb, single edge razors. Yay. Alright, gonna rinse off real quick. I'll be right back. Here we go. Pass to lather. So look at that. Just creams right up. Very good consistency. Probably had a couple days growth. There we go. All right. That felt good. Gonna rinse off and I'm gonna do my final pass and then I'll be back at the end of the shave to talk about the aftershave and whatnot. So I'll be back. Thank you. All right, everyone, I'm back after the shave. Just rinsed off, cleaned up a little bit, and yeah, so the shave went well. Everything here, a-okay. Weather's changing outside, so it was a little patchy before to begin with anyway, like here on my cheek areas. So now, let's take a little bit of this out. Gonna dry my face just a little bit more. Be right back. All right, there we go. And just like before, gonna just try to take out just enough, and that should be take off a little bit more than that. There we go. So I'm going to take a little bit more than what I had last time, just because I want to see how this menthol chill goes. Still plenty in there though. My nose is picking it up right off the bat. The sinus is opening up. I don't know if that's the menthol or if there's maybe alcohol in here or something, alum or something. But I got a little bit more of a burning sensation down here on my neck area. Not like the normal menthol coolness, but more like a burn. Again, not sure what the ingredients are inside of these. Alright, so that was way more than what I probably needed. As evident here. just rub the rest of this that I have on my hands into my hands. Alright, so I'll be back in a few minutes after I clean up my shaving station. I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, it's been about 7 minutes or so. Definitely, like I showed, if you compare the two videos, I put more of the product on this time than what was probably needed. The menthol in it is, you can feel the menthol definitely. Again, there was something else that felt more almost like alum or like what you would get from astringent or antiseptic. I don't know if that's the case though, but along with that freeze, that's just the kind of tingling burning that I got. However, my skin is okay. I'm not breaking out or anything, so that's a good sign. Still a little oily when I touch it. So again, it may take longer this time for it to absorb into my skin, but you can clearly see the shine as I touch my skin from it. So that's just more of dialing it in to know exactly how much you would need for your skin. What I'll probably do now, again, it's not a bad greasiness in my opinion. It might bother some folks, but it doesn't bother me. But what I'll probably do is just take like some tissue and just dab it, because the tissue should soak up some of that extra that's sitting on the top. Other than that, personally, I prefer the non-mentholated for the scent. I like the mentholated for the face freeze after the shave. But for me, it doesn't need to be that much. So perhaps just tone it down just a bit on the menthol formulation if you offer both. Again, thank you, Eric, for allowing me to test. It's been great, and for the rest of you guys, well, for everybody, until I see you again, God bless you all, and I'll see you when I'm back.